How you doing? I'm Staff Sergeant Robert Yakeley, and I'm here to talk to you about the world of vaping. So one of these guys right here. Here's your little demonstration. Today I'm going to talk to you about what vaping is. I'm going to talk to you about the history of vaping, and I'm also going to talk to you about the health benefits if you're a smoker and you switch to vaping. So let's start off with what is vaping. Well, according to grimgreen.com, and I quote, vaping utilizes a propylene glycol or vegetable glycerin-based liquid mixed with small amounts of nicotine and food-grade flavoring that then get vaporized in a small battery-powered atomizer, simulating the experience of smoking. So, to give you a little inside look of what that is, this is the tank, which goes on a battery. And inside this tank, I've actually took one apart here for you. If you look right here, you're going to see this coil right here, which is basically a wrap of wires. The coil is connected to two posts, which is a positive and a negative, which gets power again from the battery. Through the coil, you have your cotton, which is going to soak up whatever kind of liquid you want to put in there. Like, there's a lot of different flavors, fruity. You can get actually ones that taste like cigarettes if you prefer that. And show you a little what happens. Apply power to the coil heats up, and smoke is dissipated. So that kind of gives you a little inside look at what is inside of a vaporizer. Next thing I'm going to talk to you is the history of vaping. According to the American Cancer Society, vaping is an alternative way of obtaining nicotine while avoiding 7,000 plus chemicals in traditional cigarettes, which is pretty amazing. Vaping was invented by a man by the name of Han Lick, who is a Chinese chemist. He got his first patent in 2003, and then in 2006, around 2007, he actually got his international patent, and since then vaping has grown all over the U.S. Stores have been opening up, and I'm sure you've seen somebody vaping, whether it be in a bar or a restaurant or outside or probably one of your friends. There's been a lot of people. Actually, according to a study in New Zealand, 72% of smokers were now vaping, and they only had a 6% relapse by the end of the year. So, definitely a very effective way. Lastly, I'm going to talk to you about the health benefits of switching from smoking to vaping, and these are just facts. So behind me I have a chart right here, kind of give you like a little timeline of what happens. So first, during the first 8 hours, as oxygen levels in the blood will return to normal. And this is because e-cig vapor does not contain the carbon monoxide found in traditional cigarettes. After 24 hours, carbon monoxide will have been eliminated from the body completely. And also the lungs will start to clear out the mucus that tobacco has put in there and attached to your lungs. After 48 hours, the sense of taste and smell improves as receptors in the nose and mouth that were damaged by tobacco start actually repairing themselves. So I thought that was pretty neat. After 72 hours, people may notice that their breathing becomes easier. This is because tobacco smoke clogs and irritates bronchial tubes, and once you stop smoking, that kind of starts degrading and backing off. 3 to 9 months, this is pretty huge. You get a 60% increase in lung capacity than you did from when you were smoking. After 5 years, your risk of heart attack is actually reduced to half of that of a smoker. So that's definitely a huge positive health increase. And also, just for a little note here, we have e-cig vapor does not damage heart cells whatsoever. Finally, after 10 years, lung cancer is half that of a smoker. The risk of heart attack is now almost the same as someone who never smoked. And lastly, continued use of nicotine has about the same increased risk of heart attack as drinking coffee. So, there's a few facts about the health benefits of vaping versus smoking. So today, I talked to you about what is vaping, I talked to you about the history, and I also told you about the health benefits. Vaping's it's also a hobby too. Just tell you about this real quick. These coils right here, you can build them yourself, change the resistance, which let you change the power, and lets you get a bigger hit. So it kind of turns into a hobby and different ways of making coils. So it's also a little fun hobby too to do as well. So thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day.